the splice with the grounds all heat shrinked and cleaned up, so that's all good. I took the rest of the wiring and organized it and put it back in the holder here, so I can slide my battery in here now. Gotta clean up this compartment here. And these two little deals they're for a strap to hold the battery down. So I got the straps. So we'll clean that up. Then I got the this area all cleaned up, ready to go. So the wiring tied up into different groups. Each bundle there is for a different pump. This one here is for the fuel tank. And then I got the live well pump there. Got that wiring all bundled up. And then the new one to the new bilge pump, which is right there. And I turned it on. It says you can turn it on when it's dry, just to make sure I had it wired right. And so it's ready to put water in here and test the flow out the exit hole on the side of the boat. So that's next. Well, I got the garden hose in the bilge area. I put the plug in. As soon as we get enough water in there, yep, I'm going to get it right over the top of the new bilge pump, and it's almost there. Almost there. I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing. There we go. You might be able to see it. There we go. So by the time I get over there and shut the water off, it should be ready to go. Let's turn the bilge pump on. Oh, it's working good. We'll let it go until it turns off. Yeah, this thing's pushing out water as well as the 750 one that I had. So I've been reading reviews on this, and overall it's got good reviews. But one guy said it lasted him 2 years, but he was using it every day for his water fountain. So got 2 years out of everyday use. That's actually pretty good, and it's actually got a 3-year warranty. So if it goes out within 3 years, you can get a new one, so for free. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it's starting to slow down a little bit, maybe. That means it's almost got all the water out. So this is 500. The one I showed you on my cell phone on the last video, it was a 350, I think, or 360. And I decided to get the 500 GPH model, which cost a little bit more, but I'm glad I got it. So 500 means 500 gallons per hour is what the pump capacity is. Oh, we're starting. We're slowing down. So if you got a 500 gallon hot tub and you wanted to pump water into it, it would take you an hour to pump 500 gallons of water into it. if that's the capacity of the hot tub that you're trying to fill. All right, I think that's good enough. The rest I'm just going to open up the plug. And it says you can run this thing dry and it doesn't hurt the pump. So there we go. Now see how much water is left in it. Okay, let's see how much comes out once I take the plug out. Oh, got a little bit of debris coming out of it. Yep, not much water at all. Yeah, I got the boat tilted up, just so you know. So if you were on the lake, it would be more level than this. If you're just sitting there, or if you're up to on plane, you'd be level. There it is. So, all right, let's pull the garden hose out of here. We can go ahead and button up the cover. We'll put this cover back on, and we got the hose all fixed now. I took off the vent off the hose and just hooked it directly up to the T-fitting. I pumped up the ball got firm, so that's that was the issue, is that vent. We didn't need it. So I'm going to hook the barrel up over here to the kicker motor and get water up there so I can start it and turn it around, make sure it's peeing good and all that good stuff. This is the connector for the RV, but it also does the boat. For the adapter, the U-Haul adapter is for trailers that don't have electric brakes. Okay, there's 2 empty spots on there, so we don't need that. We don't need the backup light and all that. What we have is the ground, the brake and tail lights that comes off a flat connector there, and then the other 2 on one on each side. One's for the left blinker and one's for the right blinker. This spot mates up with this spot, so you push that in and make sure it's all the way in. Okay, just like that. And then I hooked up a test light to the ground. This is the grounding point right here. And then this first hole here is for the brakes and brake lights and running lights. Okay, so that was actually working when I put the test light in there. Left blinker, this hole here, and the right blinker, both of them weren't working. So I took some of the marine spray for electric connectors that cleans the corrosion off. I hit all these with the cleaner and the top holes as well. I cleaned the connections inside on this connector too that's on the truck. So I cleaned that, put the test light back up here, and now everything works. The brake lights, the running lights, and then the left and right hand blinker both work. Okay, so that problem is fixed, just so you know. Like I said, I put a 12-volt battery to the pigtail on the trailer, and all the lights worked except for a couple ambers up front. I just need to fix the ground on it. I knew that I had an issue here, not on the trailer. Okay, so that's how you do that. So I got the running lights up, and I wanted to go through this and explain it to folks that are new to this for navigation lights. This is the green and the red. The green is to the starboard side, which is in the U.S. it's a driver's right-hand side, and then the passenger side is port. Okay, just so you know which side is which. But you could pull up all that information online and read it for yourself too. I went through and made sure these lights were working. I got this in. The green and the red work fine. And here, this is the stern light, okay? Or an anchor light. The terminology on anchor and stern light, being able to see the boat from long distances, you know, but preferably for a true anchor light, should be mounted to the top of the boat, so it has a full 360 view from other boats seeing your boat when it's anchored, okay? But the reason the stern light's here and you have your navigation lights on the bow on this particular boat, and it varies by boat size and the type of boat it is. Sailboats have a different requirement. They require an anchor light that's up on top of the mast, on the very top, when anchored, okay? But also when it's running as well, but preferably they have some navigation lights too, so people know which side of the boat they're looking at in the dark if you're approaching a boat like that. Also, it's not just in the dark, okay? From sunset to sunup. It is also if the weather is bad, say like it's raining or foggy. So that's another reason you have these lights on. But this is a stern light. So this particular boat, when it's moving, you're supposed to have your bow lights, your green and red on, and your stern light on, which tells other boaters, for one, which end of the boat's which, you know, that's going in front of them, and also that the boat is moving, okay? If the boat is not moving, you turn off the green and red, and you just have the white on when you're anchored. That tells other boaters that you're stationary, you're not moving. So I looked all that up and read it because I really didn't know what this light was considered. It is a stern light, okay, but it's also an anchor light. So it's both. For this particular 17-foot power boat, and that's another reason you got to have your green and red on and your stern light on, is it's a power boat, okay? It's actually moving. Now say like you're in a rowboat, if it's dark or it's raining and fogging, you should have like a flashlight with you, and that way you at least have a light on the boat for that type of condition, because you don't want to be out there in the dark and get hit by another boat because they don't see you, okay? So there we go. That's navigation lights. I made sure they work, so that's that one's scratched off the list now. Well, I got the battery case on. If I can get this thing off there. There we go. And we got it strapped down, so it's good to go. And that's the spare battery. I don't have it hooked up. I got the wires coiled over here out of the way. The negative and the positive, and both of them are black. One of them has some tape on it showing you that it's a positive lead. The other one's ground, so that's how you determine that. All right, put this back on like that. Then I got this one over here on. And this one has the wires, the connections on it. Okay, so that's what these humps are for. And you put the wires close together so you can get the lid down as close as possible. I got the strap on it, not going anywhere. Connections all clean, ready to go. Okay, then last but least, well, last but important, move the camera back here so you can see. The porta potty. So, yeah, if you're out there in the sound, that's why I put this low profile cover here and took the mount for the pedestal, because I don't know about you, but I like my feet on the floor when I'm sitting in a seat. Can't do that with the driver's seat because you got to be up high enough so you can see out the windshield. But back here, yeah, you want low profile, so that works, because I am going to put another temporary seat here, just so when I carry when I have 4 people with me. I could even put one more person up front if I wanted. And the capacity is 6 people are allowed on here. All right, at a time. Full-size people. For kids, you know, you got take into account the size and weight and all that. So I have it here. So that's great for guys out in the boat and they want to take a pee instead of peeing off the side of the boat. Yeah, that works. But if you have a gal with you, I got this. It's called Portable Pop-Up Pod. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, so I'm going to take it out here, show you how it looks when it's sprung open. And it does spring open. All right, so it's folded up into 3 loops. Okay, that's how you get it small enough to fit in the bag. So when you unfold it, see how it's into a figure 8 here on this twist, and then a bigger loop. That's your first loop. Okay, so now what we're going to do, open this thing up. Had to move the camera back. So you unzip it. And it's hitting the top up here, so you just kind of lean it over a little bit. And it's got a strap here, so I'm going to have a little temporary strap that I can hit the loop on this, because out in the water you don't want the thing to go flying out of here. It would sit up straight if this was up, but this will work. So let me get the camera around. I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. And there we go. You got a little privacy there, and it just fits in here. Okay? So you can zip it up. And the only reason I'm doing this is for the ladies. If they want to go potty, there they go. They can go in there, do their thing. Turn it around. There we go. So I don't feel like folding this thing up, putting it in a bag right now. I can do that when we get back. And there we go. Keep this thing from blowing out. put it in there along with the it comes with stakes too, so if you want to put it in the ground where you're camping or whatever. And it has the instructions on how to fold this thing up, so keep that till you get used to folding it up anyway. And then zip this up so it doesn't go flying out. Put the porta potty back. You know, if somebody wants to sit on this thing, they can. And I have the throw over pad, you know, with the rope that you're required to have on a boat. You put that down, somebody could sit on it. It doesn't have a back to it, but you can do that. Looks kind of tacky though. That's why I'm going to make another pedestal. And then you put this back. And that's why I built this. Not only for a fish tender seat, which works awesome by the way. See, it clears. You can sit down on it. You can put your feet up, watch the fishing poles, tend to the downriggers, all that stuff. And you got a place to sit. It works great. Now I have some material. I had to cover this hole, so I cut out a round circle of this material. It's actually RV interior panel stuff, so I got a bunch of that, so, or enough I should say, to cover this area up to here, and then put a piece over and over here and over on the back side. Leave the front open, but I can do the faces of the 2x4s here, so it looks like it belongs here. You know, but I ain't worried about it for this Friday's fishing trip. That's going to be you know, some projects during the fall and winter. So that's it. So that's a wrap on this fix the Starcraft, getting it ready for fishing out in the salt water. So we've gone through everything. Everything's working now. So we're gonna go fishing here Friday, and I'm gonna shoot a video on that. Me and my buddy Mike are gonna go. So I'll have a video on that, and hopefully we'll get a couple fish too. Alright, so hopefully this helps you navigate through some troubleshooting on your boat to get everything prepped to go, so you're not going to have surprises out there. You're always going to have surprises, but you don't want moldable surprises and serious surprises too, so you want to avoid that at all costs. So hopefully this helps you. If you like the video, please subscribe, leave comments, hit the notification bell, give me a like, and share the videos with friends and family too. Alright, thanks.